Seekers, and happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020, and we are ready for another magical day of distance learning, so let's get going. We are in the week of May 11th through 15th. So hopefully by now, I'm still waiting on about half of you guys to send me last week's work. So remember, last week you're supposed to read chapters 1 through 7, do reading 1 and 2, math 1 and 2, and science 1. Get that to me as soon as possible because grades are updating in the grade book. This week though, you guys are reading chapters 8 through 14, and we're doing reading and math 3 and 4, and science 2. So here is your sheet for this week as far as what you guys need to be sending me this week, your packet pictures. So you're doing reading activity 3 and 4, math activity 3 and 4, and science activity 2. Now, I want to remind you guys, you don't have to do that on your own. I've already made you a playlist. There's an instructional playlist titled Packet Assignments for week of May 11th through 15th on our YouTube page, and there is a video for all of those things. I've got an instructional video. Miss V has a read aloud video. So whatever you need for any of your assignments, guys, there is help there for you. So just before we got too far into our morning video, I want to give you a quick reminder of what you're supposed to have turned in for last week and what you are doing for this week. And I'll give you another refresher in just a second. So before I get too far ahead of myself, I feel like I kind of already am. Let me back up a bit. Let's make sure everybody knows about our chat times for the week, and then I'll go into a few other special things we have going on. So I have gone ahead, I don't normally do this, but I have actually a lot of meetings this week. So I went ahead and scheduled ahead our Harry Potter read aloud times, and I put them on this sheet even though I don't normally do that. And that's because we have a little bit fewer Teams class chats going on this week as we're starting to move closer and closer to our school year. We're wrapping more and more things up, so we're having a few less meetings. But I do want to encourage as many of you as possible to read this last Harry Potter book with us. So that's why I've kind of shifted to make that a priority. So for today, we do still have a science lesson today. I'm going to do at least this week and at least one more science lesson before we're done with that. So this morning, join us for one of our last science lessons at 10:30. We're going to do our Generation Genius video and our Kahoot. Can't wait to see who takes first, second, third, and runners up this week. And then also today at noon, so that's 12 p.m. noon. That's when I'm going to be reading Harry Potter. I have some meetings in the afternoons this week, so I thought noon would be a good time. It'll be before my meetings. You guys could just sit and eat your lunch if you wanted and listen to me read Harry Potter. I thought that'd be a good little lunchtime break activity for you guys. So today, 10:30 science, noon, reading Harry Potter. Tomorrow, the only thing you have, we're going to read Harry Potter again at noon. Kept that the same on Wednesday because I have an afternoon meeting again. Thursday, I switched it just a little bit. Thursday, we're going to read Harry Potter at 1:30 so that we can wrap right into our 2:30 meeting with Miss Smith for the week. So Miss Smith is only doing one meeting this week, and that's at 2:30 on Thursday. And then the last thing we have this week is noon on Friday. We'll wrap up our week with one more Harry Potter read aloud. So you've got lots of fun things to look forward to with Harry Potter this week. I just know that you guys are gonna love this third book as much as me. Remember, if you're behind, that's okay. You've got time still this morning to go ahead and get caught up on the chapters that you've missed. They're all located on our private read aloud playlist that you can access through the link I put in the video description every single day. So I do hope you guys join us for that. The book is so good, it's so magical, and I just know that you guys are going to love it if you follow along. So do make that a priority if nothing else. So that's our class chat times and read aloud times for the week. Let me go ahead. I've got some kudos I want to give. I actually have one person I want to give some kudos to today to, and that is to Seeker number 20. And I want to give Seeker number 20 some shout outs because he's already thinking about his summer reading. Seeker number 20 knows that I am going to be reading The One and Only Bob very soon here. This, of course, is the sequel to The One and Only Ivan that Miss Evans told us about. It finally came out last week. I got my copy. Seeker number 20 got his copy. And we have already started to make a plan. We're going to read this together over the summer. This is going to be one of our summer reading books, and we're going to kind of check in with each other. Of course, unofficial. It's summertime. There's no official school, but just for fun. So I encourage all of you to be thinking ahead, just like number 20 already is, and start thinking about your summer reading. If you want to get your own copy of The One and Only Bob and read along with our little book study group this summer, I would love that. So if you're interested in doing that, let me know, because I'm gonna keep reading this summer. I hope you guys keep reading this summer. And if we can read together while apart this summer, all the better. I'd love to keep talking to some of you guys about reading throughout the summer. So if you want to be included in that, just let me know and we'll figure out a way to make that happen. So great big shout out, kudos to number 20 for going ahead and really thinking like a reader and thinking ahead about what he's going to be reading next. Great job. I know we're all very busy reading A Boy Called That right now, of course, to keep up with our packet, and that's excellent. So we're already thinking ahead past that. Just love it. All right, let's see what else. Our creature of the day. Very special creature. Some of you may have heard of this creature, some of you may not have. So the scientific term for this particular creature is called myotonic goats. But myotonic goats are more commonly known as fainting goats. And fainting goats are really a lot of fun, but kind of like fun in a slightly mean way because you're laughing at somebody else's problem. But the good thing is they're not hurt by this weird quality that they have. So let me give you the quick rundown on myotonic goats. Myotonic goats, or fainting goats, and they have a genetic disposition to where whenever they're scared, their muscles freeze and stop working. And as you can kind of see here, they just kind of tumble over and fall down. And that's why they're called fainting goats. So I threw in a couple of videos for you guys. One is a little news clip where they kind of explain it a little bit. And you go to, I think it's a Pennsylvanian farm of fainting goats. And then the other one is just top 10 video clips of funny fainting goat moments that I thought you guys would enjoy. So I do hope you have some fun watching some fainting goat videos. If you like the fainting goats, there's tons more of videos of them on YouTube. They're all funny and hysterical, and I definitely recommend watching them if you need a little Tuesday pick-me-up. So your creature of the day is the fainting myotonic goat. All right, what else? I think we've covered everything you need to do for your work this week. We've covered that you're doing reading activity 3 and 4, math activity 3 and 4, and science activity 2. Now here's a heads up about science activity 2. This is a 5-day project because, as you'll see when you watch my instructional video, you're keeping a weather log for 5 days of weather. So you can't wait until Friday to start this. If you haven't started this yet, you need to go ahead and start it today so that by the end of the week, you can at least have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and you can get it to me by Sunday at the latest. So don't wait on your science. You need 5 days of data for that to be complete. So this is your packet picture assignments for the week. I need all 5 of these pictures by the end of the week. And then, of course, I want you to just keep up with your daily stuff. For ELA, that means reading for 20 minutes. We can count A Boy Called That as your reading time. If you're still working on that, that's not a problem. Still want you to do your 30 minutes of your reading intervention program, either Lexia, Mind Play, or MobyMax Reading Stories. And if you can, I'd love for you to join us for our Harry Potter Read Aloud. You can join us live today at noon, or if you can't join us at noon, you can just use the private link to access any of the recorded videos. I'll post them as soon as I can after I'm done reading. And today's daily challenge, now let me say, you must have permission from your parents before you do anything, but your challenge is to clean out your closet. If you guys are growing anything like Harrison's been growing during this quarantine period, you've probably outgrown half the clothes in your closet already. And you might be tired of all the toys in there too. So get permission from your parents. See if you can get rid of anything that you no longer want, need, or whatever doesn't fit you anymore. Now is a great time to be bagging stuff up and getting it ready to go to the Salvation Army and other thrift stores that take local donations to help our local community. I'm not sure if they're taking donations just yet, but I'm sure they will be soon if they haven't started taking them again already. But with your parents' permission, it'd be a great time to clean out your closet, do a little purging, get rid of the stuff you no longer need, and pass it on to somebody who does need it. All right, guys, that's all of your tasks for today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. I hope you enjoy your easy breezy packet work for the week and enjoy some fun time with your family. Hope you get outside. I hope you get that vitamin D. I hope you're working on whatever special part of yourself that you're trying to make even better during this quarantine time as we all focus on finding our best self possible. But more than anything, throughout your entire day, you guys, I hope that you always remember that you can do anything because you are made of stardust, as the dog is telling you. All right, guys, bye for now.